What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, before we get started with today's interesting video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close, and we're now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, excuse me, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes of potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a Piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed, the possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of this set. But it wouldn't be the first time that I pulled a collector's rare, because I also pulled this. Freshly pulled out of my Genesis Impact box opening that I did last year is a collector's rare Beat Cop from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely gorgeous, you guys. The centering on the back is a bit off from top to bottom, as you guys could tell really easily. But honestly, it really doesn't make much of a damn, because this is PSA 10 potential. So I will be getting this card graded, but I never came up with a good opportunity to do so. But with that being said, with that being said, if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 80% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys aren't even subscribed. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, and you're new to the channel, or you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you guys indeed do subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which basically is today's video. And the question of the day is this: do you guys believe that Tiffany Stratton is ready for the main roster? Let me know down in the comments below, and if so, why? Why or why not? Because for today's video, that is exactly what we are going to be talking about in today's video. Now, obviously, this past Saturday at the Royal Rumble, a lot of surprises. We had a lot of surprises in both the men's and the women's Royal Rumble match. Obviously, R-Truth randomly, for no reason at all, decided to inject himself into the women's Royal Rumble match, which obviously content, obviously. And not only does a moment like that make for good comedy, it makes for good content, to be fair, for all intensive purposes. But not only that, Valhalla decided to tie Chelsea Green with the shortest time in a Royal Rumble match, which was 5 seconds. However, Chelsea Green actually lasted almost 20 minutes before roughly getting eliminated by, I believe, by Nia Jax. which that it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. But not only that, we saw the return of Naomi. We saw the return of Sami Zayn. We saw the return of Andrade, of all people. And we even also saw the WWE debut of the current and new TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace. And if you guys have not seen any of her workout videos on social media, she's a beast. She's a beast. And speaking of beasts, we even also saw the in-ring debut finally of one of the hottest free agents in professional wrestling, Jade Cargill, who eliminated Nia Jax all by herself. Think about that, guys. Think about how crazy both the men's and the women's Royal Rumble matches were. But not only that, we also had a few main roster call-ups from NXT. Not only did we see the Royal Rumble debut of former NXT champion Carmelo Hayes, we even also saw as well the Royal Rumble debut of two-time NXT champion Braun Breaker, former NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez, as well as former NXT Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton. Now, obviously, Carmelo Hayes lasted, I believe, a little over 20 minutes in the Royal Rumble match before being eliminated. Which I'm gonna bring out the match card from that night. So I'll be right back. Alright, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I've got the match cards here with me. So Mello lasted well over 30 minutes or so before being eliminated by Finn Balor, who also is a former NXT champion. So think about that, guys. And Braun Breaker, I mean, think of how impressive Braun Breaker was in the men's Royal Rumble match. I mean, not only did he eliminate Jimmy Uso, he also eliminated Finn Balor, he eliminated Ivar, and eliminated Omos before roughly getting eliminated, of all people, by Dominic Mysterio, which that wasn't a wise choice on Dom's part. But when you look at Tiffany Stratton, she entered and number 29, lasted well over 20 minutes before being eliminated by both Bayley and Liv Morgan, who are both former SmackDown Women's Champions. Which obviously, yes, she did show a lot of athleticism in that match, but it also gave WWE fans a bit of an idea of what would happen if Tiffany Stratton made her way to the main roster. And funny enough, PW Insider actually reported saying, filed a report on their social media saying that Tiffany Stratton's performance in the women's Royal Rumble match was a subject of a lot of backstage chatter from within WWE, leading to pitches for Stratton to join the Monday Night Raw roster. And what's even more interesting is the fact that Tiffany Stratton is actually in a committed relationship with Imperium's Ludwig Kaiser. Yeah, that's pretty crazy if you ask me. And I guess it would make sense, because right now with Naomi back in WWE, obviously she's going over to SmackDown because of her marriage with Jimmy Uso. We might see her join the Bloodline. We might see her be a part of the Bloodline. So get ready for that heel turn. I'm telling you guys, that heel turn is coming. It's coming, you guys. I'm telling you guys. I'm being real. We might see it happen. So get ready. Obviously Andrade is now on the Monday Night Raw roster, which could potentially mean that we might see Charlotte Flair end up on Raw, which I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I mean, her challenging Rhea Ripley, I'm all for it. Let's go. Fuck it, why not? And then of course too, obviously Tiffany Stratton, it would make sense. And what's even and what's also interesting as well to know is that when she was competing in NXT, she's been with NXT since December of 2021. So think about that. So she's been a part of NXT for quite some time. Excuse me, and held the NXT women's title for 107 days before losing it to none other than the man Becky Lynch. And even though the main roster call-up isn't 100% confirmed, it's something. I should note that we could potentially see Tiffany Stratton on the main roster as early as potentially later this month. So sometime around, probably right around the time of Elimination Chamber, that we might see Tiffany Stratton get called up to the main roster, in which as of right now, we know that Cody Rhodes wants Roman Reigns, but Seth freaking Rollins wants Cody Rhodes to choose Seth. And as far as Bayley goes, she wants Rhea Ripley, but Nia Jax completely changed. Could very may well have changed Bayley's decision, and instead might want to target Io, which honestly I wouldn't mind the idea of her targeting Io, but knowing Bayley, as far as tomorrow night on SmackDown goes, she's gonna choose Rhea. She's gonna choose Rhea, and it ain't gonna be pretty. I can guarantee you that. So if let's say Bayley does choose Rhea Ripley, where does that leave Io Sky? That all, without a challenger, Io Sky might not make it to WrestleMania. That's where the women's elimination chamber comes into play, and we might end up seeing Tiffany Stratton make her way into that match, which honestly that would be interesting. It would be really interesting to see Tiffany Stratton and how dangerous she could be in a matchup such as the Elimination Chamber. And as of now, Bianca, there's Becky Lynch. Literally, the final six were, I believe, if my memory serves right, it was Naomi, Bayley, Jay Cargill, Tiffany Stratton, Liv Morgan, and I believe, if my memory serves right. Who was it? I think Nia Jax, if my memory serves right. So they would have. So Bayley has already won the women's Royal Rumble match. Nia Jax wants Rhea. That literally leaves 2 spots left. Who would be in those spots? At this point, it's hard to say. But the idea of Tiffany Stratton making her way to the main roster at this stage on the road to WrestleMania is honestly is a crazy idea. It's a crazy idea, and it makes sense. I swear, I know you guys might not be able to hear it, but there's barking dogs out there. Anyway, it's a crazy idea, but I love it. I'm not really sure though if we'll see Tiffany Stratton make her way to the main roster, but at this stage on the road to WrestleMania, it makes sense, and we could see it, but only time will tell. But do I think she's ready for the main roster? Absolutely. I think with how much she's with how much time she devoted to NXT, and with her run as NXT Women's Champion, I think she's 100% ready for the main roster. But let's also not forget Braun Breaker. Everybody's been clamoring for Braun Breaker to go to the main roster, but Shawn Michaels said, "Nope, I'm not giving him up that easy." He still has a lot left to do in NXT, including the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Finals, as he will team up with Baron Corbin, to take on the Trick-a-Mello gang. Plus, if Braun and Corbin win, they have a shot at Stax and Tony D and the NXT Tag Team title. So it'll be interesting to see how all of this will play out as we move closer and closer, not only to NXT Stand and Deliver, but also WrestleMania as well. It'll be very interesting. But do I think Tiffany Stratton is ready? Absolutely, 100%. But we will just have to wait and find out if she will make her way to the main roster. But with that being said, guys, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more WWE topic videos in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.